everybody to Jail's Movie Life episode 33 after a month-long hiatus because January movies traditionally suck. So I'm back in February with a new episode, and it's in HD, so I've made one improvement. Now I just need to get more viewers, subscribers, and a backdrop that isn't my apartment door, and we will be ready for business. The first review of 2013, I wanted to start with an obviously surefire, brilliant Oscar contender. So it is Bullet to the Head, starring Sylvester Stallone. This movie is, how do I put this, very terrible. It's an improvement over Stallone's last movie, The Expendables 2, so at least he's headed in the right direction from crap to fart, let's say. Bullet to the Head, you might think, is an insensitive title, given our times, given gun violence issues, but it's actually an improvement from his previous title choice, which was Dead Children. So if you consider that as the original title, Bullet to the Head is not so bad. In fact, the opening credits of the movie are a bullet shooting through the different production studio logos right at you. So if you wanted to have an Aurora, Colorado moment but walk away from it, apparently Stallone is there to provide it for you. The plot involves, it takes place in New Orleans, which they show by having a dancing band through the streets of New Orleans in one scene so that you know it's New Orleans. It involves a double cross. Stallone plays a hitman whose partner is murdered after a hit because there's been some sort of double cross, which is never like fully explained or believe. You don't give a shit really. But Stallone is out for blood, so he's a hitman out for blood. He's out for more blood, is what he's out for. But he's got rules. In case you want to know, he's the hitman. You've probably never heard this in any movie. But no women, no children. So that's a pretty rare thing, because usually the hitmen kill women and children indiscriminately if they're the protagonist in a movie. The movie probably should have been called Bullets in the Chest, because that's where most people get shot in this movie, and there are a lot of shootings. It's kind of disturbing, but fortunately it's such a bad movie that you're more disturbed by the lack of quality. So basically what happens is, one of the guys that Stallone kills is an ex-cop, is a corrupt ex-cop, so somebody from DC, an Asian cop, the only Asian cop in cinema history without martial arts skills, shows up in New Orleans, and they team up, you know, and they're total opposites. The Asian guy's by the book, Stallone plays by his own rules, but they do have a common thread, which is bad acting. So that brings them together. And of course there's a Mr. Big character, played by Adebisi from Oz, just as sinister with less rape. And of course he has the moment where he's a real estate guy, so all the murders that he's partaken in or ordered are basically all because of real estate. I don't know when real estate, my mother works in real estate, and although she's very angry, she's never killed anybody and never had anybody killed. But apparently in movies, this is the new villain. Like, real estate people just have bodies buried everywhere, apparently. And of course, why he wants to kill people, because he's going to buy what he calls ghetto housing and turn it into luxurious condominiums. That's it. That's the driving force behind what appears to be hundreds of murders. And his main hitman is Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones, who's back from the dead with less makeup. And you know what? He was better in Game of Thrones when he just kind of grunted and spoke in a weird tongue. In this one, he has to do a lot of speaking and a lot of acting, and it's just so-so. Although there's a good fight scene with Stallone. I'll give you this: the climactic fight scene in the movie is pretty damn good. I don't know. I'm bothered by Stallone's walking style, to be honest. He kind of walks like Ace Ventura, but in slow motion. So he's got like the bop. It's kind of a mix between Ace Ventura and John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. It's a very strange walk that he has, and fortunately though he's all natural for this movie. He's totally. I think he just went vegan and did some yoga and Pilates, and that's how he got so ripped at the age of 89. So there you have it. There's the first review of the year. I would give this movie a D+. It's not an F. it's a D plus because the fight scene was pretty good, and I think there were one or two lines that I smirked at. Otherwise, it's a truly horrific and bad film. And that's it. So, welcome back. Thank you for welcoming me back. It's a new year with some HD this time around. So, please subscribe to the channel and spread these reviews around, and hopefully all the movies of 2013 aren't as shitty as Bullet to the Head.
Wanna get that feeling